told your friend you're not okay? And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way.
Hello everyone, today we're diving into the Dark Pictures Anthology, The Devil in Me, the fourth and final instalment of Season 1 in the Dark Pictures Anthology series. Supermassive Games delivers yet another horror experience that blends psychological tension, historical intrigue, and survival mechanics, drawing players into a sinister world where every choice can lead to salvation or doom. The game opens in the 1800s, immediately immersing us in the eerie world of H. Holmes, America's first documented serial killer. Our protagonists are Maria and Jeff, a newlywed couple on their honeymoon, who have just checked into the infamous World's Fair Hotel. Upon their arrival, they're greeted by the mysterious owner, Henry Howard Holmes, himself an ominous figure with a piercing gaze and unsettling demeanour. Holmes seems all too eager to welcome the couple and suggests that they look around the lobby's trinkets and jewellery while he prepares their room. What follows is a creeping descent into horror as the pair stumbles upon a private room, only to be caught by an agitated Holmes. He quickly ushers them back towards their suite, warning that certain areas are under renovation. The ambience is tense and the silence heavy as they settle into their honeymoon suite. But what starts as a light-hearted moment of pillow fights and flirtation quickly spirals into a nightmare. As Maria steps into the bath to relax, Jeff sets off to find a razor, unknowingly walking into a labyrinth of changing hallways and hidden death traps. As he makes his way through the hotel, he narrowly escapes a trapdoor, which opens to reveal a deadly spike pit, below a chilling indication that someone or something is out to kill them. Meanwhile, back in the suite, Maria senses something is amiss. Thinking it might be Jeff, she begins investigating the eerie noises. But instead of her husband, she encounters Holmes himself, who savagely attacks her with a blade. A struggle ensues, Maria's attempts to fight back, landing a desperate blow with a glass bath bottle, but ultimately she's overpowered, her bloodied figure left slump in the bath. Jeff returns just in time to see Maria's lifeless form and realises, with mounting dread, that he's next. Holmes steps out, allowing Jeff a fleeting attempt to escape. Panicking, Jeff finds himself trapped in an adjacent room, separated from Maria by only a thin glass window. As he watches her bleed out, his own room fills with a toxic gas, sealing the newlyweds' fate in a hauntingly tragic moment that is visually and emotionally intense. After this gripping prologue, we flash forward to the present day, where we're introduced to our main playable characters. This crew, a mixed bag of film production professionals, has been working on a documentary series called Architects of Murder, focusing on notorious killers and crime scenes. They're led by Charles, a charismatic but somewhat desperate director, who's eager to find something truly spectacular for their series finale. Alongside him are Kate, an investigative journalist, Mark, a skilled photographer, Jamie, a resourceful lighting engineer, and Erin, a new intern and sound engineer. Their big break seems to come when Charles receives an invitation from Mr. Grantham Dumet, who claims to have inherited an estate modelled precisely after Holmes's infamous murder castle. Seeing an opportunity too good to pass up, Charles and his crew set off, travelling to an isolated island where the property stands in chilling seclusion. Upon arrival, the crew meets Dumet, who is mysteriously reserved and eager to keep the tour brief. But as they cross by ferry onto the island, a palpable sense of dread settles over them. The estate, a replica of Holmes's murder hotel, exudes an unnerving atmosphere, filled with shadowy hallways, maze-like turns, and mechanical traps. Supermassive excels in its art direction here. Mannequins lie scattered, lifeless but hauntingly human, and glimpses of a shadowy figure in a yellow jacket frequently appear and disappear, enhancing the feeling that the crew is not alone. It doesn't take long before they realise they're trapped, and the tension escalates as they struggle to escape. The same mechanics fans love from the past Dark Pictures games make a return. Quick time events where one wrong move can mean death, a heart rate sensor demanding players remain calm to avoid detection, and branching dialogue that can shift the story's direction. The developers introduce a fresh feature in this installment: special character items. Each character has a unique tool they can use to aid their escape or access certain areas. For example, Charles carries a card that can open specific locks, while others have items like a camera or flashlight. These items add a layer of strategy and planning, making survival a bit more complex as you weigh the pros and cons of using tools at critical moments. The result is an experience where every decision feels weighty, and the stakes are higher than ever. Will you prioritise exploring the maze-like estate for clues or make a run for it at the first sign of trouble? The Devil in Me manages to balance exploration with risk, pushing players to constantly reassess their approach as new horrors emerge. The level design here is top-notch. Every corner is meticulously crafted to enhance the oppressive atmosphere. The visuals range from dusty, deteriorating hallways to blood-stained rooms that hint at the grisly fate of past victims. The audio design is equally impressive, with creaks, whispers, and haunting footsteps filling the silence, creating an immersive experience that holds your attention. The story is engaging, each character feeling fleshed out and realistic. The stakes are personal, with each character reacting to the horrors in different ways that highlight their personalities. Kate's determination, Mark's hesitation, and Jamie's pragmatism all play into the decisions players make, affecting relationships and possibly sealing the crew's fate. The plot's pacing is well executed, building steadily from tension to terror, and finally into an all-out fight for survival. The Devil in Me is a fitting end to the first season of the Dark Pictures Anthology, and fans of the previous games will find plenty to love here. With its captivating story, strong characters, and atmospheric tension, Supermassive Games delivers another stellar horror experience. It is both a tribute to classic horror tropes and a fresh take on interactive storytelling. Although the game isn't perfect, the unique setting and improvements to gameplay mechanics make it a standout in the series. I'm giving The Devil in Me a score of 73 on the fun meter. It's a must-play for fans of psychological horror, choice-driven gameplay, and tense narratives. If you're a fan of the Dark Pictures Anthology, this one is worth a playthrough, especially if you've been along for the ride through Man of Medan, Little Hope, and House of Ashes. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this review, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel to stay updated on future videos. Drop a comment below with any game recommendations for our next review. Have a great day, and until next time, take care.
I know you told your friend Tell me what's wrong and why you never said you